This is the podcast for section 4.3 point slope form. The first thing to know is that point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So write that somewhere in your notebook. All right, it's good to know when you get a point to label it x1, y1. So 4 is my x1, negative 3 is my y1, and slope is 2. So I'm going to take that given information and substitute it into my problem. Okay, so by doing that, I would have y minus, my y1 is negative 3, equals my slope, and then x minus 4. And if you notice, my final version has a simplified form of y plus 3. So go ahead and try this practice problem on your own. All right, now this problem says graph it. Now to graph it, we think it's easier to graph when it's in slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. So let's get it in that form. So to do that, I'm going to distribute and get y by itself. So y equals 2/3 x minus 4. Use my slope up 2/3 and connect my points. Okay, go ahead and try an example like that. Okay, this last one, we are going to use 2 points, 1, 3, negative 1, 3, and 1, 1 to put it in point slope form as well. First thing we need to do here is find slope. So good thing we have a graph, it makes it a little bit easier. However, you could use the slope formula to do it. So for this, I'm going to go down 2, so 2 and to the right 2, which would make my slope negative 1. Okay, make my slope negative 1. I am going to put that in point slope form. Choose any point, it doesn't matter which point you choose. I'm going to choose the first points. So y minus y1 is 3 equals, my slope is negative 1, x minus x1 is negative 1. Okay, I'm just going to simplify. I don't want any double signs. So y minus 3 equals negative 1 times x plus 1. And that's the equation for the line. So go ahead and try a problem like this. This particular problem doesn't have a graph, so you are going to have to use slope formula to find the slope first and then take the steps like I did on the last example. So that concludes this podcast on section 4.3.